accept now. You stop from mobile. Yes. Up.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Huh.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
hello, hello.
Hello.
Yes, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
हेलो।
Hello.
सर मेरा ये डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए ये लोग।
Yeah.
पीयूष और
It's
प्रवीण।
it's me, Tommy. ये लाइट गया था क्या अभी?
लाइट नहीं, नेट नहीं चल रहा है यार।
लो
लाइट तो है। Yeah, using a bit value, yes. Okay. Okay, so we are starting from here. OA provider client side. We have two things in our project. First, client side, and second is API side. Client side, we are working in React.js, and in our API side, we are using Node.js and Express.js. Okay, so in client side, we are starting with index.js. Okay, so here we are creating a hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
अरे इसमें करो कुछ हेलो
Yeah. Hello.
हाँ.
हेलो
Yes.
yes sir this is Praveen sir I'm using Deepak sir's laptop
You are here for like this introduction.
yes sir
Okay. This index file. From here we are starting, like actually the project starts with this index.file. We are store. Okay. This store will be like storing our all the our whole project's data. Data in the sense whatever we are getting from API, and we have to store it with like Redux into this store. So that is a different thing. Okay, these are the APIs which are getting called at first. Okay, and they are getting all the activities and product data and everything. And after that, we are storing this store.dispatch. Uh, we have to write the dispatcher and action methods. Okay, action objects to store the data into the store. So if you want to learn about Redux, this Redux, shit, Redux store, there is a tutorial in the Udemy. Okay, you can go through it. And React.js, there is a whole section for Redux. You just go through it and you'll understand what is going on here. Okay. After that, this is our app. This is the first landing component we are using. So app.js, this is app.js. We have written our whole routing thing and everything is here. So first after the index.js, this component will be executed, and this default path will be, this is the default path. We'll be routing on to here. Okay, so the after loading all the routes, we'll be going to home.component after this. So home.component. Okay. Pages and homes. Pages home.js. Okay. So here you have all the components you are seeing right now. When the project loads, all the components you are seeing on the home page are mentioned here. The tab connect, video props, and everything, activity schedule. So if I run it, you have to run both the projects simultaneously. Okay. Uh, API side also and client side also. This is web provider website, like which is for like specific provider. We have two things, two providers. Two providers, two websites we have. One is marketplace, and second is OA provider. So marketplace is like an open website. All the providers can show their data there. Okay, but in OA provider we have it for like a specific person. Specific provider. Okay, and it's not working again. Okay, hotspot. No internet connection. Not. Okay. So this is our home page. Okay. And whatever you are seeing here, all these components, hero slider 2 and AOD, activity schedule. So these are these components. Whatever you are seeing here, activity of the day, hero component is this one, and activity schedule is this one. Okay. So this is on our default route. I mentioned here also this form. So whenever we load the projects, it will redirect to this default route and it will goes to home. Then right now I'll show you that, but I'll show you one form, like how the operations work, like in the whole thing. So we'll take tab connect, I guess. Mm, Where is that form? Okay. Yeah. Tab connect. So this component is tab connect component. Okay. Inside that we have two things: OA app and get in touch uh, component. So this is OA app component. This is get in touch component. I'll uh, I'll show you how this form works. Like it's the basic thing. You'll get the idea how the whole operation works. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So this is the component. So first we have to create the states, the local states. We are using function components. So we use state to create the states into our components. So this is basic thing: names, email IDs, and phone number. We'll bind it to our whatever we have here. Okay, names, email ID. So these field will be storing whatever we are will enter from here. Okay, from the UI. These fields. These are validation messages and everything. So if you read it, you'll understand like how the validation messages are working. We will be binding this states to our input components. Yeah. It's normal ES6 code. This is how we are doing it in React also. Okay. On change, set name will be the function we have created here. So in state, like there are two parts. One is the state name. Sorry, in use state, there are two parts. First is a name, the name of the state, and the set name. This function will call this function to set the value of that this state. Okay. So here we are doing the same thing. We are calling that set name function, set email ID function. From there, okay. After entering the values, we'll click on submit button. So this is under a form. So this function submit React out function will be getting called. This one. So prevent default is just to prevent the default things. Okay. And after that, we'll check for email ID and phone number. Is it entered or not? This whole thing is like just a validation. Okay. And this validate email ID and validate mobile number. So this is also part of validation. Home data validation. This is our what we call it, the regular expression to validate the email. Okay, and after that it will return this validate email is true or false. We'll check it here, and after that here. Okay, and after that this is the object we are creating. We'll send this object to our database, which through the our Node.js code. Okay. So we are using post axios.post to send the data to our API side. Okay, and this is the URL. Okay, basically we have written this in our app.config file. App.config file. So here we have written all the URLs. Okay. So base URL is typically coming from env file. Okay. This is our production URL, and this is our development URL. On 5001, we are executing our backend code, API code. Okay. Here somewhere. When you run the API site, it will show you like on which port it is running. Is it? Here, run it again. See, here it shows like which port it is running on the API side. App.config. So we'll take this default URL. We are storing it in our env file. You will configure it. So you have to like comment this part, production part, and uncomment this development part. And after that base URL, we'll be adding this. This is the basically the root. Sorry, what? Yeah, root, I guess. Root or directions. Okay. .js. SRC. Yeah. App.config. So this is the routes. Basically, if you compare it with ASP.NET, these are your controllers. Okay, and this is the method which you will be calling inside that controller. Okay, and after we form this URL, we'll call it through Axios. This will be the data, and this will be our URL. After that, we'll get the callback function. Whatever the return messages are, we'll get here, and if there is a data, we'll be getting this here out in response. Okay, and after that, all this validations and success and error messages here. After that, we'll move to API part. Okay. This is the like the first page will be getting loaded, and after when we like do this, so when we run the API, okay, you have to like concentrate on this part also. Whenever we are developing, you have to make this line uncommented, and this line has to be commented. This is like a production URL thing again. Okay, this is a course policy. Like it don't allow cross website requests. After that, these are the routes, and you can say controllers. Okay. So basically, we are defining those controllers here. Routes. Okay. In these routes, we have all the controllers. Like I said here, this is the base URL of our API side, and this is the controller. This is our function part. So here also, if which example we are taking, production data instantly post user query. Yeah, this post user query we are using. So we'll search for this user, which is here, this app route, and this user. So this user is like a controller. Okay, we call it route here, and this is here that controller part. This is the file. After when we call this, it will have this our base URL / users, which is this file, and after that this post user query, which will be our function inside this controller. So if you want to create a new route here, you have to mention it here also in our app.js file. Okay, it is simple. You have to uh, mention the route and require statement for that function, and after that you have to add those function imports into the routes. Okay, that's how like you register a route. After that, post user query, this function, this is the function. Okay, and this is the actual definition of that function. So whatever we have sent from our request here, where is it? Get in touch. Okay, this data will be received here in message.body. Okay, request.body.name. Name will be our whatever we are sending from here. Get in touch in this object, data object. Okay, and then there are two. After this, we have BL layer and then DL layer. Okay, which is in here. Interfaces course. Course. BL layer. So this login user BLO. So user BL is just a normal class. Okay, we'll export it from here. In it, a class in it get BL, and then we import it that in our controller. Okay, here user email ID. Just require will do the job again, and after that importing that class into our controller, we'll create an instance of it, which is this. Okay, this is the instance, and after that we can use the dot operator to access the functions from this BL file. Okay, so we are right now, after getting the request, we extract the data from the request body, and after that we create an object, and we pass that object into our BL layer. So this will be the function we are calling from BL. Okay. And after that, same thing, we have to go for DL also. We'll pass the data. Business BL layer is for like a business logic, but right now we don't have any business logic here. After that, DL layer, and in DL layer we'll call or basically you can say the database. Okay, the query will be formed here in DL layer, and database will be called from here to there is another file, loaders and DB. Loaders DB. Okay, so we have to form the query in our DL layer, whatever the call we are making. So this is the format. We are calling a SP here. Okay, this is the SP name. These are the input parameters. Okay, we are forming this query, and we'll pass this query to our uh, db.js file actually. Okay, so database here. This is also db.js is also a class. We are calling it. We are creating an instance of it. Okay, and here we are calling it back db.query, and run query is the function. This is the instance database, and this is the function inside db.js. So we are forming this query here, and we're passing this query into the run query function. Run query function controller. This is the run query function. Okay, this is the database class which we imported, and this is basically a function only. Okay, so for DB connection, we have these parameters we have to configure first. These are coming from our config file. Okay, and after this configuration, we run this connection, whatever the connection we are forming. Con.connect will be forming a connection with the database. Okay, and this is the query and connection dot query, and after that, whatever the query string we formed in the DL, we'll passing it into this. So basically, you don't have to worry about this part. You have to just worry till user.dl. Okay, you have to just form the query and pass that query into this run query function. These are like already set. You don't have to change it, change anything into it. This is like a common file, which is all the APIs are using this file. Okay. After that, you'll get the result from here. We are returning this result, and you'll get the result into whatever you have connected, like this connect con let means a variable, you can say. And then after returning uh, returning from this await, and you have your whatever the results in this con variable. After that, you have to return this con variable. Again, it will be passed to BL, and after into the this our controller, and res.send. We have will receive the result into this our message variable, and res.send will be like sending that whatever we received into our front end. Okay, that will receive in our response and get in touch our component, React component. Response will be receiving whatever we are sending from here. Okay, and after that, you'll receive the response here, and you can do like whatever you want to. Like right now, I'm just checking for a message. It is successfully stored in the database or not, and I'm after that I'm setting the messages. Okay, so this is the whole flow, like how we are getting the data also, and how we are sending the data and storing it into our database. Okay. Okay. Any questions? I can put changes. Okay, and I think in this branch login also working, getting the data. And we have to check for the login first, I guess. Is is it? Mhm. Okay, this is user ID. So the correct username, email ID. Correct.